We got a bidet! Hey everybody, and welcome back to another video. In today's video we got something very exciting to share with all of you. This is actually a game that Sarah introduced me to way back when we first started dating. I was kind of the person that was more of a heavy gamer, and Sarah played a handful of games, but if there was one game that she wanted to share with me, it was Pikmin. So without further ado, let's get started and unbox Pikmin 4. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, we're going to open up, or take the plastic off first. That way it can be a little bit nicer to see on camera. And then we actually have a small surprise to look at too, that's also Pikmin related. So let's get the plastic off. Front of the game, this is probably what you're used to seeing in the marketing. We got Pikmin 4. Some interesting things to point out, because that's kind of, you know, reflective of the game. One is there's going to be this new dog character. That helps you along the way. I've seen that you can like hop on his back and then use him to charge at enemies, or like he'll hit an enemy and then launch Pikmin onto the enemies to attack them. So that's all kind of cool. We won't be covering this game with gameplay footage, just because I know things can get a little iffy with Nintendo. But we will be showing, like I said, the game unboxing here. The other big thing that's kind of important is the background. So in a lot of the advertising, we have noticed that there's a lot of, like, well, in the past, there's like all the earthy type stuff. So like forest, and it seems to be a strange new world, but really it's just Earth kind of a thing. Well, here we actually end up going inside like someone's house and stuff like that, and finding like little treasures and whatnot. So that's kind of an important part of the game. Here on the back it says, save your crew and stranded castaways with the help of Pikmin and Ochi? I think that's how you pronounce his name, the rescue pup. Looks like Ochi. Reminds me of Ochi of Bestoon from Star Wars. Meet the Ice Pikmin. So the Ice Pikmin are also new, and it says battle dangerous creatures, discover treasures, and hone your strategy, because there is multiplayer in this game. A couple things with that. From what I understand, is that if you're playing story mode, that the co-op is kind of more like Mario Odyssey, where one player is actually playing as like the main character, and then the second player is kind of doing like a side thing in a way. When I saw it presented, it was player 1 is playing as the main character, and then player 2 has like this cursor that's kind of like the cursors from arcade shooters. So it's like a crosshair that goes along the screen, and then you can like shoot enemies and stuff to try to help defeat them. So I think that's about the extent of co-op during the story mode. There is a separate section where you can like compete with multiplayer stuff, and I believe that's when you get to be 2 separate Pikmin. So yeah, we showed you the back. The side isn't anything too crazy, you know, just the normal. If we pop it open, there's a little bit of artwork in here. I was hoping for a little bit more, but here we have some Pikmin in the bottom of the case. I'll get you a close up there. So we got all the different types of Pikmin there in the case, and then we also have the game itself. That's what your cartridge will look like. There are no papers, no codes for anything on the inside, so that's all you can expect in there. So I promised that there was a small little extra surprise at the end. I did pre-order this through GameStop, and I actually forgot that it came with a pre-order bonus, so I wasn't expecting this. And that is there was a exclusive pin set that came with the GameStop pre-order. So it's kind of interesting the way that it's, put together here. I'll kind of show you. This is what it looks like. So each of these are pins. We got the red Pikmin here, the new ice Pikmin here. I believe this is the fairy Pikmin, the pink one. Get you some close-ups. And then we got the yellow electric one. We got purple. I don't remember what purple does. And then we got the blue one, which refers to water. And then we got our new dog character, Ochi. And so what's kind of interesting about these is, like, I've never seen a pin that has a, like, peely plastic on top. You may notice it says on all of them, like on the dog, remove plastic film. So each of them have a plastic film protecting the face of it, so to speak. So if you're a collector, my guess is that these are not going to be, like, the piece that it came on is not going to be up to par with expectations if you want it in mint condition. My guess is that when these were shipped is that they were all put in one box, because you can see on the back, you can see the back of the pins, but you can also see, like, indents from other ones being behind it or in front of it, one of the two. So if you're a collector, just be aware that if you're trying to buy this somewhere else, like if you didn't pre-order it or you weren't informed of the pre-order bonus, expect the indents. Kind of a cool little pin set. Again, I did not anticipate getting this, so it's a kind of a cool little addition to the fun when we start playing Pikmin 4. Alright everybody, that about wraps it up for us today. Again, we unboxed Pikmin 4 for the Nintendo Switch. It is only on Nintendo Switch because it is a first-party game for the Switch. Personally, I think it's a very fun game. It seems to be one that is hit or miss with people. Either they really like it or they really don't. It's kind of like a niche game, if you will. But for Pikmin, I highly recommend trying it at least. If you try one of the older ones first, because they're a little cheaper, a little easier entry into the game, it's pretty cool. I really like the system of, just having like an army of Pikmin and then commanding them to do things, and then, finding random treasures where, it's foreign to them, but it's really cool to us. So, like, there's a Game Boy Advance SP that is one of the treasures in the game. So, like, you end up using your Pikmin to collect that and take it back to your ship and see what treasures you can find on Earth, or the unknown planet as they call it. So yeah, I'd recommend it. Check it out. I haven't even played this one yet, but I know I'm going to be recommending it just because it's got really good reviews and we love these games. So check out Pikmin 4. This was the unboxing, and if you enjoyed this type of video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications for other future unboxings. There's a lot of good games coming out in the last quarter of this year, and so really looking forward to it. We got Spider-Man that'll be coming. We'll have the Avatar game. I believe we're gonna have the different Mario games that are coming out as well. I feel like we got one coming out next week, the Disney Mickey Illusion Island. I'm excited for that. So yeah, whole bunch of games coming out, so stay tuned for those. Drop us a like if you liked the video, and drop us a comment letting us know if you are excited for Pikmin 4. Have you played the Pikmins of the past? What tips and tricks do you have for people in the comments that are maybe new to the game? For me, it's understand your Pikmin, and like for instance, the red ones are fighting ones, so use those for most of your fights, unless the enemy is some sort of like specific type of enemy where you need to use a separate Pikmin. So like for instance, there's fire enemies, so the red ones are better to use against that. Whereas if you throw other types of Pikmin, then they're more susceptible to being killed in the game. So just make sure to figure out all those little things. That way you can be the most efficient on your adventures. And then, as always, everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.